Hey there everybody, I'm Bill Macbeth. Welcome to another Workshop Wednesday. Lots to talk about tonight, lots of work to do. Still in long sleeves, it's still flipping cold outside. Snowed today, it's spring, people. I don't know what's wrong with Mother Nature, but man, it is just driving me nuts. Had to have the heater on. Luckily it's still about 60 degrees in here, just to take a little bit of that chill off. So I figured I'd start off tonight with a safety minute. I'm sure a lot of you, like me, have your workshops in your garage and you have kids. And you know, there is nothing worse than being startled when you're sitting at the saw and cutting some wood. So I've always taught my kids that if they hear the saw, don't come out here until that saw is turned off. I've had to train a couple neighbors about that too. I was doing some work and my neighbor thought it would be kind of funny to come in and kind of startle me, and man, I'm just lucky I didn't take a finger off. So that is our safety minute today. What's next? New tool. I got a new tool. Do not tell my wife. I guess we're gonna find out if she actually watches my videos or if she just fibs to me. So I bought the Craig track saw attachment for a standard circular saw. And I thought this was gonna be awesome. It was kind of a pain to set up. Once I got it set up and on the track, it seemed to make good cuts, but man, you should really clamp it down. The lip on the bottom of that is not big enough to make a really good, always square connection to your workpiece. I wasn't paying attention, I was kind of rushing, and man, I was cutting some parallelograms, and I don't know if you've ever accidentally cut something that out of square. You almost can't get that back into square and have it the size that you need it to be. And I was even still cutting it a little bit over so I could clean it up on the table saw and get it perfect. So ended up ruining probably close to $100 worth of plywood. Really nice oak A1 stain grade plywood. So I was frustrated. I was out on Amazon looking at my options, and you know, I was looking at the Festool. It's like 600 bucks. That's a lot. 700 bucks once you added the tracks. Might have been even more than that, but I can't remember what the price was. And then I looked at the Triton, and I looked at all the bells on the Triton, and I'm like, Triton with the track saw was just a little bit over a certain amount. Wasn't too terribly priced. I know Matt Cremona uses it, and I think April Wilkerson has the Triton track saw, so I was like, I've seen those folks use it, so I went ahead and bought it. And man, I used it tonight, and that thing cuts like a dream. Check out the video of me setting it up and trying to learn how to use it. If you do get this, the instructions are horrendous. It just says refer to picture G to do this, and they're not great, but it's fairly easy and very simple to figure out. So check it out. We're back. Man, that saw, once it got set up, it cut like a dream. I didn't think that saw was even running. It was so quiet and smooth. You know, I was using a skill saw, and it was okay. I've had it for, shoot, I probably had this for 25 years, and you know, I never used really anything different. So it's night and day, and that plunge cut is really awesome. Can't wait to use this more. And you know, you got some setup to do it. I bought the clamps to go with it, so it's real easy and stable. It was interesting, you can't really back it up. So when you're cutting, it's kind of hard to back up. You have to like lift the lip a little bit to back it up, which is fine. It's probably a safety feature. So what's next? I am working on this week. So I'm sure if you guys are all on Instagram, you've heard about the Instagram Builder Challenge. Well, I have finally started my Instagram Builder Challenge. Let's check it out. I'm gonna take you with me here. Go around the shop. Oh, watch out for the dog. All right. So, here is my entry progress for the Instagram Builder Challenge. You know, I'm not deviating from their design too much. I got a couple little changes that I'm gonna make. And I tell you what, I have completely forgotten what it's like to work with pine. And man, you gotta let that stuff sit after you cut, because it's gonna warp and it's gonna change just a little bit overnight as it acclimates to whatever. The next project I'm working on is the bar build. I've finally got all the material cut down thanks to the Triton. There it is, check it out. That thing is awesome. Super straight cuts. So, got the bar pieces all cut out and ready. We'll go ahead and use pocket hole joinery and have that done probably this week. Like I said, I still work a full-time job, so I haven't had much time to get out in the shop. But I'm taking Friday off because it's my wife and I's 16-year wedding anniversary. And I am going to use that as an opportunity to get out in the shop for a day, have some time off, and then take her out for a nice evening. What's next on my build schedule? Once I'm done with the Instagram challenge and I'm done with this bar and get this shop cleaned up, because it's almost unsafe to work in right now. I've got some beds to get built. My kids have all been bugging me for new beds, so I went ahead and bought the plans from Brad over at Fix This Build That for the day bed he built. I got a couple modifications I'm gonna make to suit my kids' needs. So I'm gonna get started on those. I got 2 of those to build for Mackenzie, who's 8, and Isabel, who's 6. And then I gave my oldest daughter a queen size bed. She had a loft bed that I had built her, and probably a little personal note here. So my oldest daughter, she's type 1 diabetic. She got diagnosed back in August. And that loft bed is really difficult to have to come in and get her if she's having some sort of diabetic event, a low, or if we have to go in after we've adjusted her meds, that we have to go in and test her at midnight and 3 a.m. So it's really difficult when she's 6 feet up in the air. You know, that's 2 inches below my head. So we went and gave her our queen bed. We had a memory foam mattress, and it just wasn't enough support for my back. And I think that's what actually caused my sciatic issues. So I went back to a spring bed, and man, I'm starting to feel a lot better. She loves the memory foam bed. Now I've got to build her a queen size platform bed for it. And, you know, give her a room that she can't mess up. If anybody has any tips on how to get a teenage girl to clean her room, leave them in the comments below, because I would love to hear it, because these girls are filthy. You know, I thought boys were filthy. They just go out and get muddy and play in the fields. These girls, they leave their clothes everywhere. All right, I digress. We're not talking about Workshop Wednesday anymore. We're talking about my chaotic girl-filled life. So, what's influencing me this week? You know, there's nothing new. I'm still reading the Crush It book. I haven't had much time to read at night because I've been out in the shop working on some things. I've been doing, you know, a lot of research and watching interior designers and seeing how they are using today's styles to influence what they're building for their customers. And this week I went out on the limb. You know, I'm trying to grow this into a full-time business, and I approached a designer that I saw on Instagram. She asked a question, I approached her, she's local to my area, and you know, hopefully we're gonna be able to collaborate on something. But we had a really good conversation about some design ideas for her project and a couple customer projects. Maybe that's gonna turn into something, maybe it won't, but hey, it's getting my name out there. There's a couple videos I did watch. I'm gonna link those down in the comments section. They were really good, a couple TED Talks. And Peter McKinnon, oh, if you guys do anything on YouTube, go watch some of his videos. The guy is brilliant on some of the stuff that he does for videos and vlogs, and you know, really good personality, loves good coffee, can't blame him there. So go check him out, link to his YouTube channel in the bio. The other one I talked to, so last week we talked about Amy, and she did an interview with Mel Robbins, so that made me go check out one of her TED Talks, and I'll have that linked down in the bio. And it was just, it was a really good TED Talk on how to stop screwing yourself over and just get out there and do it. So go watch that really good book that she's written called The 5 Seconds to Happiness or something, and it's just motivational. Get out of bed, think about it for 5 seconds, just go. So, I'm trying to do some lifestyle changes. I used to be really religious about working out. I used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go hit the gym, start my day. So my goal is to get back to that instead of hitting the snooze and sleep until 6 o'clock in the morning. All right, new segment, call to action. I want to know everybody's thoughts on what you saw last week and what you think of this channel. I need the feedback, everybody. I can't get any better at this and give you content that you're going to enjoy unless you leave me some feedback. So my goal this week is to get some more feedback on this channel. So leave your comments down below. I really want to hear from you. I want to know what you like. I want to know what you dislike. Let's start that conversation. And then as always, if you do like this, subscribe, hit that bell so you get notified when I drop the new content. Look for a new build video this week for the crazy herringbone coffee table build that my wife stole. It's gonna be really good. At the end of the video, I got my entire family in it. It's awesome. Get to see a little bit of their personalities. Again, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Go out there and do something that inspires you. Leave comments, subscribe, check me out on my websites. If you want to support me, go buy a t-shirt. You can support me by leaving comments because that would just be awesome. That's what I want. I don't care about the money. I want some comments so I can get better and grow this channel into something that's useful. Again, thank you and have a great night.